All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode. Look who drove in.
Long time away, had to be back. I am so stoked to be back.
Yeah.
Sabbatical year of travel, and now back to what I love doing best, hanging out with Joe and helping people with real estate.
That's right. So if this is your first time on the channel, I'm Joe Parker. This is Avi Becker. We're with the Santa Barbara Group at Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate, and I'm making these videos for you guys to come along on tour. We invite you to buckle in and sit back, enjoy the ride. We're going to drive through the south coast of Santa Barbara. We're up by the office right now on Upper State Street, and I'm going to jump on the freeway. We're heading south today to go into Carpinteria. We're going to go up into the foothills of Carpinteria, look at an ocean view home. We got some great weather. The last couple of weeks, it's been just Fogtober. Totally foggy, like August or June weather here. So we got beautiful skies. We're going to go see some ocean view properties. We also got a new one on the beach on Padaro that we're going to go look at. If this sounds like something you're interested in, please subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and sit back and watch this one. It's going to be super fun. We love showing you our town, talking about what we're seeing as we're driving around, and we also love showing you some houses. And this is Avi's first tour back since his 1-year sabbatical, traveling the world. How many countries did you see?
I saw 30 countries, and I spent time in Asia, I spent time in Europe, I spent time in Central and South America, and I got to learn a lot. I got to feel out different real estate communities and look at different types of homes all over. I got to try different foods. I had an amazing year, and honestly though, one thing about being away from Santa Barbara reminded me how fortunate we are to live here. And, you know, people move from all over the world. They retire here, and there's a reason why Santa Barbara is just such a gem. And I'm so glad to be back, honestly.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Good to have you back. So sit tight. I'm going to bring you back on as we get a little bit closer and show you what we're seeing here today.
Let's ride.
Check it out. Little update on what the freeway's looking like. Really rough to be living in this neighborhood. I hear it's very loud at night when they're doing most of the construction, but it's short-lived. It'll be over soon, and we've got the nice new lanes. It's going to be so nice when it's all done.
They've been working on at least this southern section of the freeway, I think, since I was in college.
Yeah.
They're doing sections at a time, obviously, and it's a lot of stretch, and it's just a big project. But
I think it's a 30-year project or something.
30-year project.
It's huge.
30-year. It's crazy, but... yeah, the key when you're driving south and when you're driving north is just really be aware of the traffic times. Use Waze, use Google, because when you're jammed in traffic, it is slow moving on this section. And obviously, right now we're cruising, and it's no big deal. But a lot of people, if they're not from here, they think, oh, Santa Barbara has no traffic. No, we're not like LA, but
yeah, they
pick the wrong time and they get jammed.
This is going to be a carpool lane soon.
Oh wow,
this section through this is like almost done. Right here through Summerlin, so that's going to be nice.
Carpool include EV or no? Probably not.
Probably.
Okay.
I think it does if you put that sticker on it.
Yeah, the sticker.
Yeah. So, all right, we're getting a little closer. Look at that. You can see the ocean off Padaro. We're going to go look at a house in Padaro, so stick around for, I think that's going to be number 2 today, and then we'll end it up at the top of the hill in Montecito. We got off at Santa Claus Lane exit, and over here on Via Real, Carpinteria is full of greenhouses, Westerly orchids over here, big orchid dealer. A lot of those orchids you see in grocery stores, those grown orchids like at Traders and stuff, come from outfits like this. And then also a ton of marijuana being grown out here. The nickname for Carpinteria, you know what it is?
No.
Carpenter Reefer.
Oh, makes sense. I think by capita or by county, Carpinteria is one of the highest producing.
It has grown.
Marijuana.
A lot of this commercial ag's turned into marijuana.
Definitely mixed reviews. Some neighbors or some people that I've sold houses to, they don't have, they don't mind or they don't notice it as much. And some people who have really sensitive smell can sometimes find it a little bit off-putting, and they can smell it.
I'm surprised I'm not noticing it lately. Usually, always when you drive by the Santa Claus exit over there, you can smell it, and I'm not smelling it.
I think that the operations have had a lot of backlash, and they're putting in a lot of filtering or advanced techniques to try to mitigate the smell, because definitely people have been complaining about it.
So if you ever noticed the polo fields in Carpinteria, we're going by them, and right up here off to the left, you could see before we turn is the polo field condos, and that's a nice little community gated entrance with a lot of those units overlooking the polo fields during polo season. That's pretty top tier place to sit on your balcony and watch like someone like Printeri or a lot of these Argentina teams. They're world-class polo taking place right there over the weekend. It's kind of a scene with...
It's a big event.
Big hats. You go ever?
I had friends that worked it, but I've never actually been. I've been for lacrosse tournaments and I've been on the fields, but I haven't been to a polo game. But I know, like, you know, people drive out their ultra luxury cars, and there's, you know, sponsored by champagne companies and watch stores, and it's definitely for people that want to have a unique experience. People love it.
Yeah, and they have the like replacing of the divots, little cultural things, I think, or like in the like halftime they go out there and like stamp down the field.
Yeah.
From it's kind of a fun little thing to do. But yeah, in college I bartended out there.
No way.
For polo games.
It's awesome. And this road looks brand new, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh. But yeah, we're gonna be up in the I think I just got my first whiff.
Smell too.
Yeah, we're gonna be up in the foothills here, so this is gonna produce some nice views and give you some privacy, I would believe. And the trade-off is just being a little bit on the outskirts. You know, you're not like, you got to get into Carp. It's going to take you 5-10 minutes to get into Santa Barbara, 15-20 minutes, you know, without traffic. So you're tucked away up here a little bit, but super peaceful.
You get a lot of value too. Like, what would you say, and if the same two properties, same views, same aesthetic, same build, one's in Montecito and one's in Carp, what's the discount on Carp? Probably like north of like 30%, right?
Yeah. Compared
to obviously Montecito being the ultra high worth, high demand zip code to be in. So a lot of people, you know, if they have a solid budget to explore, they're going to definitely check out Carp, because you're going to get a lot more house, a lot more bang for your buck. But you're not going to be able to live in 93108.
Yeah. Like, for example, there's an amazing estate. I think I featured it in a video maybe a couple years ago, because they've been trying to sell it for a long time. But it is on Casitas Pass, and I think it's on about 13 acres. And it's this Tuscan estate, huge, amazing. I think it's 17 million. Crystal Clark has it listed. And she was saying on the sales meeting, and this is so true, if that property were in Montecito, it'd be like a $40 million property.
Yeah.
But instead, you go down about 12 miles, and it is, what, 17?
Yeah. Half off.
All right, we found it. Look at this driveway. Really gets you up for a little bit more altitude for that view. And
nice 3-car garage.
Oh yeah, is this the 5-car one?
Detached. I think it's a 3.
Okay.
But, I mean, I guess you could fit.
Oh no, those are doubles.
Yeah, those are doubles. This is a 6. This is a 1.
Yeah, so there's 4 and 1, so it's 5 total, detached.
Perfect for the car collector.
Killer views. It almost looks log cabiny. All right. So, did we already go over the stats on this one?
Yeah.
Driveway we came up. Look at that in the distance. An idea of our elevation over the ag we were talking about and out to the ocean. Okay. So here we go. Let's go see what's inside here. Okay, I like this 5-car garage that's detached. They did the drainage properly with a French drain out front. And then you just have this massive amount of space in here with a little bathroom and a little workshop area. All right, it's really a 6-car garage, but since he's got this little workshop in here. But we do have a nice little, that's awesome. All right, let's go right over here real quick and just see if there's anything on this side yard, because I'll probably miss that at the end of this tour. All right, so you just got a nice buffer. All right, so it's got a really, so before we go down to those spaces, let's just check out what we have over here. Okay, you got a nice little work zone. You've got, looks like slate tile, some different sizes. Making our way down to this little guest suite area. Fireplace. Skylight. Looks like dual closet, really nice window and door package. Looks like Anderson, all wood, aluminum cladding, dual walk-in closets down here, it looks like. Okay. Bathroom for that bedroom. Very nice size. Big shower. Sage green tile, unique. Big tub. They keep that theme going of the wood. Dual water closets. That's so sweet. Closet.
Built this kind of as your dream getaway home, and there are tons of beautiful craftsman details throughout. It's not like
Personal details around.
yeah, it's not built like a spec home. And what they did was they went to Idaho and worked with a logging company. And
Powder room, very nice size. It's got a pocket door here. Great little detail, all this craftsman details. Look at how they did the wood frames. And this is our laundry room, skylight, sink, tons of cabinetry for a laundry room. That's real nice. And you got a side yard. We'll go out there later. Let's come down to this level. I've been waiting to get down here. All right, quaint kitchen here, fully equipped with Viking and the super nice kitchen sink view. See what that looks like a little bit more.
so this is like a primary living, yeah. So and then a little study area there. There's a big closet.
Hard time focusing, it looks like, but
It actually lines up to
We have a video if you want.
oh, I'm sure, yeah, it's good. This is just for my YouTube channel.
yeah. So they have possibility there.
Nice dining room.
And all these casement windows have the screens that you can open.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the beautiful windows, beautiful
Yeah.
doors.
This staged or is this that furniture?
This is staging furniture. Yeah.
Oh, that fits in really nicely.
The
Thank you.
the stools though come with the house.
Oh, okay.
Those were
Custom?
downstairs and upstairs. Yeah, those were custom. So
They match real nice. Yeah, same wood too.
yeah, it's kind of got that caramel look to it.
All right.
There's more room than the 3 bedrooms. That's hard to convince to break that. This could be a 4th bedroom.
You have a bonus room.
Yeah.
Also, it's good for if you.
Okay, we've got our entertaining space right down here.
It's the perfect place where you can go.
This is a fun spot. It looks like this is where, you know, after hours, things may end up down here. Great place to have a really big TV or something in this room as well. I like the bar, that's always fun. And it looks like we're gonna have some rooms down here. Here's a powder room. Bedroom. It's got its own bathroom and a nice sized closet with built-ins. Another nice choice in tile. Okay, this was interesting. Oh, this is the little guest room behind the bookshelf. I don't know what you would call it, but it's looked like it's ready for plumbing, so maybe they were thinking this was going to be laundry or something. But super fun how it's tucked away behind the bookcase. Okay, here's the mechanics and some more laundry down here. Always impressed with how tidy that is. People keep those mechanical rooms so clean, it's a good sign. And then we have another room similar to the opposite side down here with its own bathroom and a walk-in closet. This is beautiful. Another great choice in tile. Nice little accents here. It's really fun. Pocket doors again here. And then let's just see. I love that bookcase. That's cool. What kind of yard space we have out here. It looks like this property is more of kind of a buffer acre, not a big usable acre, with a pool and a lawn and everything. But you could definitely do something out here. It's kind of untouched. It's like they focused on the house and just let the grounds kind of be natural, which is still beautiful, and the oak trees are lovely. And there's one more little section, I think, that I gotta go upstairs and show you.
This is really
All right,
spectacular. You know.
right
So
over
we're
all the
up
oaks.
upstairs,
Okay,
and wrap around patio downstairs. And here is the gazebo,
excellent.
which currently has a jacuzzi in it.
Oh, good
and
choice.
can be removed if needed, and
Ah.
could be an additional dining room or an artist studio. It has this beautiful stone flooring and drainage.
I love the idea of a jacuzzi room.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah,
They actually used it.
I bet.
It's still being serviced. Like
Okay.
they have like these all open.
Yeah, the window package is really beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
And then even that more narrow one opens. So
Okay.
You have it just all indoor outdoor in here.
And look at right over the oaks. We've got a beautiful day on tap here. And then sunrises down there.
It actually, yeah, that rises that way, and then you get some sunset here. Over the water.
Fantastic. All right. Love the deck. All right, Craftsman, Carpinteria Foothills, big views, nice property. What do you think?
They did a really good job on the construction. It's pretty timeless design, I feel like. And obviously they have a lot of cool like bonus features like the garage. You don't see that super often. I can store that many cars. The owner
Yeah.
must have had a car collection. The indoor little gazebo hot tub thing was unique and cool, and obviously you have a lot of land and a lot of separation. It's been on the market a little bit over 70 days, and they started at around 5 million, and now they're just under 4.5. So
Okay.
they're reacting to obviously no activity or no offers that they like.
Yeah, I think the location, you know, it's just not everybody wants to be this far removed from stuff. But then a lot of people don't feel, you know, compared to other locations, I think we get a little spoiled about proximity. Like some people like 20 minutes to get somewhere, that's everyday life. That's
Yeah.
nothing.
In LA, that's like as good as it gets.
All right.
Yeah. But I also think the views are great, but you do have like a lot of greenhouse views. So maybe people that want an ocean view, they're like, it's not maybe not a pure enough ocean view for some people. But it is a nice view. You kind of just look through the greenhouses and through the farm zone, and you get the ocean after it. But it's not. Certain areas are just pristine ocean view with trees and yeah.
Right. Yeah, there is that kind of foreground of industrial that a lot of these foothill places in Carp deal with.
Yeah.
Interesting how that's playing out, you know.
And a lot of people, one of the most important features they're looking for is the view. You know, they feel like they can edit the house and make it their style, but if the view isn't checking all the boxes, they're going to find something else.
But super nice house. I hadn't seen them use that wood siding on the inside before. You know, it was like the same material on the exterior and the interior in places. Did you notice that?
Yeah,
That's kind of interesting.
for sure. Basically, the agent was saying I think it was a 2-2 bungalow when he bought it. So complete scrape
Yeah.
and new construction project.
Yeah.
That must have taken a lot of permitting and a lot of work.
Yeah, it looked like they built it custom for themselves, not like a spec. So it's my read on it is they're probably very much, you know, like the engineer type. Like everything has to be perfect,
Yeah,
done right.
for sure.
All right, we are on our way to Padaro. What's this one? You see this one right here? Is there a little 411 on that? Like price and size and
Yeah.
anything they say?
Price is 16,500. 5 bed, 5 bath, beachfront retreat with classic charm and modern design.
Ooh,
So
That's
get
a
to
good
live on the
combination.
beach and have a modern design. Yeah, it's awesome. Let us know in the comments too. Would you rather have a house that had insane ocean views but was a little bit protected? Or would you rather have a beachfront house with the view right there, but potentially, you know, some people are worried about, a lot of people are worried about erosion and ocean activity, and being beachfront in certain areas can be more risky than others. Obviously, you have fire to worry about if you're in the hills, and you maybe have other worries if you're beachfront.
well, beachfront, like, because beachfront's such a premium, you know, like the same house on the beach is going to be like $8 million more than
True.
if it was somewhere else. It feels like in this area.
For sure, especially Padaro.
Right. And so if the vibe around beachfront changes, like, oh, time's limited, you know, with oceans rising and all this stuff, is the beachfront going to start devaluating?
Mm-hmm.
Or will people then, in some areas, have a hard time unloading it altogether? That
Definitely seen that in Isla Vista. That's cliffront, and if you're not aware of what's going on by the UCSB in Isla Vista, there's areas of housing, student housing, that's having to be completely modified because the cliff is eroding, and there's like multiple houses on that street, Del Playa, that are for sale for a huge discount because they probably don't have more than 5 or so years left before someone's gonna have to completely modify or cut the house in half.
Rebuild on the back. Super expensive. And that is creeping into our marketplace, because it just reminded me on Austin Road out in Goleta, near the northern edge of the More Mesa Bluff.
Beautiful area. Yeah,
there was a house that tried to sell for about 5 or 6 million, bluff front, nice big modern kind of contemporary home, and but it was having erosion problems and needed to be some fixing on a large scale, and they couldn't sell it, so they went with an ultimate auction, and it just closed, and they were aiming for 5.5, and the ultimate auction closed at 2.2 million.
Wow.
Someone picked it up for 2.2.
That's crazy. Those auction programs, I mean, I don't understand. It's just, you have no fallback plan.
Well, this is a tough market for that product. I mean, it gave the seller peace of mind that they were going to be done with this property.
Yeah, true.
And so they got that. But yeah, you know, that's a hard one to get someone to bite off and get, because the whole point of an ultimate auction is to get people out of their mind and bid with their emotions.
Yep.
So they overpay. And, you know, whenever you're dealing with something like that in a market that feels a little bit potentially sluggish for product like that, that's a tough one to get people to go out of their mind and overbid.
And I would have to argue that, okay, if they're listed at 5, if they were to reduce price every 30, 60, 90 days and just stick to the plan, they probably would sell for more than 2.2.
I would think so.
Yeah, obviously you will never know, but as experts, that's my 2 cents for sure, is that location is super premium. That neighborhood is super coveted, and maybe people who were looking at it in the traditional marketplace weren't aware of the auction. Most buyers, you know, don't know how the auction process works.
Yeah, and you got to be ready to go. I mean, the auction, I think it's like cash buyers typically, and you know, as is, kind of have to just take it.
Pulling up.
Okay, everybody, we found our way.
Take a look.
Let's see what this one's looking like. All right, my friends, here's a street view on Padaro. We've got a nice driveway leading to a garage, so you're going to have some off-street parking potential. And let me get wide angle on this. Boom, that's a little better. Okay. Got a nice gate. Okay, looks like. See you, buddy. All right, we've got guest quarters down here, it looks like. This is looking familiar. I'm wondering if we've been here. I'm gonna have to go back to some old videos and look. Okay, nice ceiling height for this space. Looks good. Nice fireplace as well. Good light. Even though it's up against this other building, you still have a lot of windows letting in a good amount of natural light. Basic bathroom. Not updated, but clean. Closet back there. All right, let's go up. All right, back towards the main house. Great little yard separating the guest house back there. Oh, one more unit down there. We'll hit that on the way out. And then this deck here in the front entry is really nice. really bright, tons of natural light, lots of white, so you get a good amount of reflection of that light. So no need to have any lights on during the day. Come right out to the far corner. Let's see what kind of ocean perspective you're getting there. Looks like they've got the Saltillo tile that they painted over white. You kind of give it that beachy vibe. There's a great little dining area. Tidy little kitchen there. Little butcher block counter here is fun. Skylights. A good light here. There's a nice little workstation there. And then over here we got one of our bedrooms. The bath with a separate entrance on this one. Cool. Love the old artwork up there. What do you think, Avi?
Excuse me. Such a sweet location.
Yeah. Got the seagrass on the floor in this room. Okay, we got a nice bathroom attached. Exterior entrance. Great job, a little subway tile with a little detail. Okay, pocket door. Seen lots of pocket doors today. Now we got an upstairs to check out.
You did something different in that one, you know, talking about the recent sales.
Okay, this must be our primary. I'm gonna go outside first. Now this is the deck. Right over that living room we went out on. Padaro Beach. Beautiful beach. One of my favorites. A little bit of swell running today too. Okay, great little workstation. Closet, bathroom. Water closet area there, and then another deck. So this upstairs is flanked by two decks. There's our neighbors, there's our guest house. Very, very nice. Okay. I think we've seen it. Maybe we'll go check out the beach real quick and then look at that guest house. All right, look at this patio. A little dining al fresco with the sound of the ocean in the background. No one's gonna complain about that. Picture worthy. Ah, this is a nice new deck, it looks like. Okay. Plenty of wood for fires. You want to do a bonfire. And always enjoy looking at the mountains from the beach in Carpinteria because they're so close. Compared to Santa Barbara, they're tucked away a little back. Carpinteria's got them front row. All right. All right, so what do you think? 16.5. We've almost seen it all. I'm going to show you one more feature, the downstairs of that guest unit, but other than that, we've pretty much seen it. Looks like someone's got a workshop next door doing some woodwork. One more guest space down here. Okay. Tight little room. But space is space when you're living at the beach. This is pretty nice. And a little heater closet there. So, all right. Folks, we have seen it. 16.5. This is what you're getting on Padaro. Let me know what you think. And we're going to go take you up to the top of the mountains in Montecito. So sit back, refresh your drink. We are not done yet. All right, everybody, we're back on Padaro. And what'd you think of that one, Av?
I thought that the location was obviously great. The house breakdown, so obviously there's the main house and the guest house, and if you're paying that price, it is a little tight. But I mean, for someone who just really wants to be on the beach as a vacation home, plus I guess you can store your guests and put some other people in the back, it's a unique opportunity to have two solid structures on one beachfront lot. Most of them don't have, I feel like, that big of a guest house when you're beachfront.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're really aiming to find that unicorn buyer that just has all the money and just wants a place in Padaro and is all jazzed to get something, and they happen to be on the market, and so they just buy it.
Yeah.
Because looking up, you just looked up the history, so we got a recent sale of 10 million last year, or the beginning of last year, maybe a little over a year ago.
Yep.
And they were trying to sell it for 14
and change, yeah.
It took forever, and they finally took a haircut down to 10. And it didn't seem like, they've definitely done some things, but mainly like paint and probably maintenance. There's probably some kitchen and bathroom stuff maybe that was done. But $6 million worth of stuff, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm always so interested to see when there's such a quick turnaround after paying so much money and having such a big financial decision. I wonder what happened where, these people, maybe it's a health thing, maybe it's a family thing, where they're like, usually when you're paying $10 million for a property, you're going to enjoy it for a little while at least, and to flip it and have to turn it around next year. It's very interesting to wonder what made them make that decision.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did they go into it knowing they were just going to do it as an investment and just try to do a quick flip? If they do and they get rewarded and make all that money, wow.
Yeah.
Dang. Hats off.
Very high risk, high reward for that.
You're right.
Sure.
But
yeah. The thing I did like about it, though, is obviously you get to have amazing access right to the beach, big ocean views, and you're not right up against the water. You have a good amount of buffer space and decent amount of privacy from like the main access of the beach, I think.
Yeah, it felt real tight though. It did feel real small.
It's tight on either side for sure.
Yeah. And just inside the floor plan.
Yeah. When you're spending that much money, a lot of times you're going to want maybe a little more open, big ceilings, kind of more grandiose features, but
yeah, so
it's interesting to see where that one goes.
We have. I'll try to figure out what the what number video or what video it was in there, and see if I could reference it and maybe in the comments.
Go to the before. And
yeah,
then
see
the
the before and after.
Yeah.
But all right, we're gonna get back into Montecito. We're leaving Carp. We're already on the northern edge of Carp here, and we are going to head up into the foothills to a really amazing, I'm excited to see this one. Big, huge, voluminous ceilings, cool architecture, ocean views. So we're going to go up onto East Mountain Road up at the top. So sit tight while we get ourselves a little bit closer, and I'll give you a little peek of what this ocean view, fresh new on-ramp looks like here. Pretty nice.
Bluebird Day.
Yeah, all right. Okay, we have made it to Coyote Road, and we are back behind the northwest section of Montecito. Getting over behind the edge of the Riviera, kind of. If that makes sense, that's probably confusing to think about, but it's kind of where we are if you were going straight back towards the mountains. And this area is quiet. Microclimates are hot. You're going to have a lot warmer weather up here. You got fire insurance hassles. Mm-hmm. Those are always a bummer in
Fire
these areas.
insurance is such a interesting, touchy subject. One thing that's also good to know that my clients were explaining to me, this is, State Farm, I think, stopped writing policies basically all up here. AAA is good, but they're so tight with their writing that if they find anything that's a little subjugated, like if a pool hasn't been permitted or an ADU hasn't been permitted, they will not write on the whole house. AAA. I didn't know that, honestly. I thought, oh, maybe you would get only partial coverage, or maybe they wouldn't cover the ADU. But if there's any type of permitting issues with AAA, they're not writing, especially in this area. So
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard of them doing satellite imaging, or even sometimes flying drones to see what kind of vegetation you have around your house. And if you have any trees growing over it, they're issuing letters to have it trimmed. So there's lots more scrutiny over the property, and they're checking up on it on a regular basis, and being surgical about eliminating risk.
For sure.
So
the key is just to really have a good insurance agent. We have people that we work with and can recommend, but be having those conversations even before you're writing offers, because if you think your overhead is going to be a certain amount, and then you realize you have to pay a lot more than you're expecting, or maybe it can't be covered in the way you want it to be, that will affect your loan. It's just really good to have your stuff understood and researched before you pull the trigger on a purchase in this area.
Yeah, save you a little bit of emotional anguish. Nothing worse than falling in love with something and then realizing that it doesn't make sense, or it's going to feel too uncomfortable, the uncertainty of, potentially like an insurance problem.
Yeah.
But people are getting it done, it seems like. A lot of California Fair Plan out there still.
Yeah.
But there's also new products coming in. I'm hearing of new stuff happening. Carriers coming back. California Commissioner giving insurance companies the ability to charge more to make it worthwhile to come back. So it's still playing out, but I think we're on the other side of the worst of it. As far as availability, maybe now we'll have more availability. It's just going to be a lot more expensive, and that's going to be the new norm. That's probably the reality of things.
Yeah. Crazy to imagine what's going to happen in areas like Florida and those areas that just get hit over and over and over again with high risk or high, high probability of.
They're going through it right now.
Disasters.
Like, it's being set right now. I think we're going to see how that plays out. Like, how do insurance companies fail in national disasters? And it's probably unfolding right now in Florida. But look at this. Like, if you like getting away from things, this is a good spot, because this is what the to and from looks like for this resident. So you got to be committed. You got to love this up here to do this, I would say.
What's the price on this one?
I think we're looking at a 7.5 price point, something like that.
Yep.
It's supposed to be a really, really nice looking house from the pictures.
Yep.
But wowzers.
Find out.
Okay.
Private.
A nice little mix. Like, neighbor right there, pretty modest. But then this, we're taking it to a whole nother level.
Wow.
I didn't see anything like this driving up.
Big 3-car garage.
I guess I'll just go right here.
Tuck in.
All right. Real quick, we're looking at 226 East Mountain Drive, 4-bedroom, 5-bath. We've got no details about the house other than a 7.250 sales price. 7.25. That's what you got. Nice day to go paragliding, it looks like. We're right up against the base of the mountains here, and this is the driveway we came up. You've got a nice little 2-car garage here. It's actually 3-car here. And then it's nice. I like the brick building there. And then before I go into the main house, check out this little guest shack. Ooh-wee, very nice. Vibey. I like the wood floor under the shower. Garage door So you got a convertible little space here. And then bocce down there, it looks like. Some trees in front of the views for the little guest house, but I think I could go this way. Looks like our front door is going to wrap around over here. Oh, wow. That's really nice. Big, huge, massive front door. And look at this amazing space you walk into. 25-foot plus ceilings, lots of light, amazing light fixture, and this repurposed wood beams in there. Not structural, but just really incredibly cool looking. And then look at this. Cool little statue up there. But let's go see that. We got some bedrooms over here we'll go look at first. Cozy, cool, dark bedroom. Great for day naps. And you get a little shot down towards Carpinteria out this window that I was standing against there to get this angle. Beautiful. Although it's not very bright. Can you make that out? They've got some interesting backsplash details. Okay, into a little family room, looks like. This is a great spot for movie viewing, it looks like. Kind of cozy, and then it's a nice bedroom down here, good size. Really interesting tile in all the bathrooms. It wasn't coming out very good. I gotta figure out what's going on with the lighting on this camera right now, but we've got really interesting kind of geometrical patterns here. We've got stamped concrete on the floor.
Oops, sorry.
Avi! All right.
Sweet design, built 2015.
Nice little powder room. We got a second secret room in this house, people. All right, look at this kitchen.
Really nice pantry. Yeah, kind of like a safe room. Exactly. Yeah, they used to have a bed in there, supposedly. I don't know how they did it. Like it's
Beautiful, rich, dark
trying to
cabinetry.
figure out how they would hide that bed in there. But,
Like this
you're welcome.
stove is out of this world. Looks like a little pantry in here. Sneaky laundry room. How's that? 2 houses in one day with a fake door bookshelf. Very cool. See that laundry room, Mob?
Yeah,
That's cool.
in bookshelf.
All right. This is what you're really paying for out here. Beautiful fire pit. Kick back, take in the view. There's the harbor down there. One more sunning deck down here. Looks like a little redwood spa dropped into this deck. So this would be the spa zone. Come right out here and take in these views. We're right above Westmont. If I look right down here and go down into there, you can see that as Westmont's campus. Some interesting houses in this canyon, and then a little alfresco dining under the grapevines down here. This is what we are looking like. Looking back at this house, so $7,250,000 gets you up at the top of Santa Barbara with a really incredibly well designed, lots of concrete, beautiful home. And we have yet to see the upstairs. Nice little landing to go across to the other room, but let's start with this one. Little closet, little sitting room. It looks like potentially could be a bedroom. Oh, look at that little sink. There's that statue. It's interesting, huh? And then, I believe we've got the main primary right over here. Best for last. Plaster finish on the walls, beautiful views, of course. More really unique, fun tile. Wow, just a little walk around bathroom. Big shower. It's glass enclosed with a roof for the steam. Oh, cute little water closet zone. And then another beautiful view deck. And then look at that shot. It's a buttery hot day today. Okay, that is truly going to do it this time, people. I think we've seen it. All right, making our way back off the hill. That was an over-the-top house, as Avi, you were just mentioning, for the neighborhood. I mean, you get up there with the views and everything, so it feels appropriate, but it does feel like it's kind of overbuilt for some of these, although there are some really nice homes tucked in. This is an interesting section where there's some nice ones and funky ones.
It's a mix of everything for sure. The neighbors right next to it, like the first couple houses you drove past as you're driving in, are probably no more than a couple $1 million, maybe $1.5 million, like
right.
Really old, original. Someone might, tear them down and dial something in nice, but I think that will affect whoever's looking at this potentially to be like, Are my neighbors going to be, a little funky, or is the value of this property maybe extended due to the location? But man, it was done so well.
So well.
There's Becker Designs, which
Oh, is
people
that-
always
okay.
ask me if I'm related to them. Unfortunately, no, because I'd like a discount. They do really great work in the high end here, contracting, and it was built and I think completely renovated or built from scratch in 2015. It seemed like it was very, very pristinely done, very, very new.
Yeah. So, well, we are gonna call it with that house because I think that we're about done with this tour today. So, appreciate you guys all watching. If this was entertaining to you, if you stuck around this far in the video, please give us a subscribe here, give it a like, and check us out. The channel's full of other videos that are going to talk all about the different neighborhoods of Santa Barbara, so you could explore at your leisure what it's like to live here. And there are a ton of these videos. If you like this is the bread and butter of the channel. We're making these once a week where we drive around, sometimes Santa Barbara, sometimes Goleta, sometimes Hope Ranch, today Carpinteria, and a little bit of Montecito. So thanks for watching. I'm Joe Parker with the Santa Barbara Group, along with
Avi Becker, and also on our channels we also have videos of food reviews and our favorite things to do in Santa Barbara. We might plug that below, but we have a lot of content.
Check out Avi's channel. He's got all that. I had a bunch taken off my channel because I pivoted more towards real estate and neighborhoods, but all those videos still live on Avi's channel, so look him up. Which is it, just Avi Becker?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you want to find best tacos, best pizza, we've done a lot. We've done some good ones.
A really good one. So that's an amazing channel. And since Avi was away for a year, he's back at it. So watch that thing is starting to start blowing up again. So for lifestyle and Santa Barbara, all kinds of great videos on that channel.
We're back, baby.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Make it a great day.
Peace.